What is up, guys? Holiday Raid here. Got some gameplay from Madden 21 and MUT. I haven't been able to upload anything in the past 2 weeks or so. I've gotten kind of busy and sidetracked with other things. I've still been playing the game, I just haven't been editing the videos. I've just got a CFN that's still going on in Madden 20 right now. That's taking up some time since I'm in the playoffs right now. I need to do film study on my opponents. And I put those games over on my Twitch, which is BuffHamster7. Got the Texans and the Lions currently in the playoffs. Got a game today, Lions versus the Cowboys. I've got another game tomorrow, Texans versus the Dolphins, and that's after that we've got the Super Bowl if I can win one of those games. Yeah, here, so let's get into gameplay. 4th and 4, runs double slants and rolls out with Lamar and is able to convert. Generally, if you give people enough time on those double slants, it's hard to defend against it unless you have like a cloud flat or a soft squad out there on the outside, which I didn't have. You're going to run double slants and roll out. Here, you're going to see Tress Waynes make a play on the ball. I believe it is Tress Waynes. It may have been AJ Terrell. I don't know who's lining up where at this point. Those two are my outside corners. They're pretty good. They've both got 90 speed, so they can usually be in position to at least make a play on the ball. They don't necessarily have the greatest coverage rating stats. But their speed at least keeps them in position to maybe deter some throws and break some passes up. See there, I don't know what he was looking at, because Ronnie Lott was in his throwing lane the entire time. I should have just gone down the end zone instead of returning it out. Now I'm backed up. So that's not where you want to be at. So first down, gonna run drive, which is an inverted shallow concept, and you're gonna see Andre Johnson will just body this guy and get close to a first down. 2nd and inches. I could have probably gone with a vertical stretching play here. I didn't have all my audibles set up at this point, so I'm just going to run inside zone, which is probably safer than taking a vertical shot here. Setting up audibles in MUT's a lot harder than regs. You have less time. I can really only do one formation at a time, and regs I can get about 2 set up during gameplay. Also, you don't get custom playbooks in MUT, which I really wish you did, or at least they let you set custom audibles. That way I don't have to spend time trying to fumble around and get those done, and it really gives you more access to parts of your playbook, because you see I make a bad read there. I thought the linebacker would have stayed back some and not followed my tight end across the field as much as he did. He's in a kind of a match coverage look there with cover 2, so he's able to follow him across the field instead of sitting back. 3rd and 9 here. You're going to see me panic. I shouldn't panic and scramble out like I did. Could have just taken the underneath route to Johnson. And even if I was going to scramble, I shouldn't have gone to the right. I should have gone to the left, because that's where my receivers were. 4th and 9 when I'm going for it here. I run smash, and we don't convert. Gets picked off it. I really wish Rodgers placed the ball better there. He threw it to the inside. I wish it was between the tight end and the sideline, where only the tight end had a chance to get it. Even then, the tight end never reacted to the football. He didn't look forward to raise his hands. That's Zach Ertz there. See, his head's still down, his arms aren't up. I'm fine with that, I guess, getting picked off since it's just an arm punt. I'd really like to see better ball placement and the tight end reacting to the football. There again, he runs stick and wants to throw the slant as he rolls out. Really loved rolling out and throwing those slants, either on stick or double slants. There, OBJ just gets open as he rolls out. I had a lot of trouble keeping Lamar in the pocket this game. Contains weren't great. There it runs stick again. OBJ just gets redirected off the sideline and gets into the end zone. Just is having a lot of time back there. The rolling out's just buying him even more time. Don't really have any great pass rushers besides Jack Youngblood at this point in the game. Even Jack Youngblood doesn't get a whole lot of pressure. He only gets maybe after him once or twice a game. So I need to get at least a field goal out of this drive here. So 2nd and 8, I'm going to go stick knot of empty. And you're going to see he's going to be very aggressive with his user underneath and not take away the deep middle. And you can't do that in Madden 21. You can pays for it. You've got to play high to low in this game. You can't play low to high like you could in Madden 20. Your clock's winding down now under a minute. Gonna run shallow. My tight end's wide open. I'm gonna run with him and get out of bounds. Stop the clock. I've got 3 timeouts, so the clock's not a huge issue. I don't want to waste my timeouts at this point when I don't need to. I'm gonna run 4 verticals out of empty. And this is not a great read on my part. I probably should have just thrown that away. I thought I had the opportunity initially to fit in there and just kind of just went with that instead of continuing reading the play. But his user is able to get back there way too close to my receiver for comfort and break that up. I'm going to run mesh post out of 3x1. Here I just hit Calais Campbell there and get close to the first down. He's a really fast receiver. He's like 87 speed at 70 overall. He's a pretty good budget guy if you can't afford better receivers, and he hangs on to the ball pretty well. There, that's just a terrible read on my part. I thought, in my mind, I thought his user would have probably followed the shallow cross. So I'd predetermined where I was going with the football, and that's not what you want to do. 7 seconds left. I'm going to run slip screen. You really want to find at least time to run maybe 1 or 2 of these a half. And then run this previously, and I finally get into the end zone off of that with 1 second left. So now we're tied up. We're looking like we're in good shape, but when you see a kickoff being shown, you know something bad's going to happen. I was hoping to go into halftime tied up and I would get the ball to start the second half, but that's not what's going to happen. Playing some mice and men off to go awry. OBJ just weaves in between people and gets the touchdown. Just does the slide into the end zone. So now we're down a score going into halftime. So I've got to be able to both stop him and continue scoring. Not where I'd hoped to be. So getting into the 3rd quarter now, I'm going to go to a trips look. I'll run Y sail out of it. Y sail is a strong side vertical stretching concept. So I'm looking at Andre Johnson there on the fade, then I look at Ertz on the out route, then I look at Larry on that snag. None of them are open, so I go to the backside on that dig. And Calais Campbell is open, and he did a good job of hanging on to the football there. Here I'm going to run a little RPO bubble screen, and I meant to hand the ball off to my running back here. I pressed A, and I thought I did. I guess I didn't do it fast enough, and I get tackled for a loss there when I tried to run up the middle with Aaron Rodgers. 2nd and 12. Here, I didn't realize that the play clock bug was in the game at this point, so I wasn't watching that. And we get screwed over by the shoe clock and take a delay of game. So now we're back to 2nd and 17. Really wish they'd fix that shoe clock bug, because there's sometimes I'm trying to go fast, run hurry up, then, or at least no huddle. Some plays I'll go no huddle, other times I'll run hurry up. Then when I do call plays from the playbook itself and not at the line, so when the clock's down, I don't realize that I have such little time left. Sometimes I get the line, I have under 10 seconds when I didn't waste time fumbling around in my playbook looking for something. I just called something from spread wide flex. We're in inside zone here. Adrian Peterson makes another great move and picks up a good chunk of yards. Adrian Peterson played really well this game. He had that touchdown on the slip screen in the first half where he fell into the end zone. He had that run. Then he also had that 3rd down conversion there on 3rd and 10. He's been doing a really good job of both catching the ball and just catching or running it. He doesn't look like stat-wise that he's a great receiving back. He's got like 58 catching as Zach Ertz scores there off of shallow concept. now tied up 14-14. Here I'm in cover 3 buzz match. And that's Bobby Wagner out there. He just gets out leveraged to the flat. He's not that fast and doesn't have great coverage stats. I think he's low 70 speed, something like that. There he just gets great blocking down the field from his receivers. They block one guy, then get to the next guy and pass him off to someone else underneath. That's just great downfield blocking in his team's part. And none of my guys could get off their blocks fast enough and close off the lane. Going to run the mesh post here. You're going to see a pay again for being overly aggressive with his user underneath and not playing deep to short. There, I wished Aaron Rodgers had thrown the ball a little more shallow because it almost got picked off. Kind of let him upfield there too much. But he went for the pick, he didn't get it on. There's no one there to stop Andre Johnson. Now we're back to 21-21. There he tries to run the ball and gets nothing out of it. And he tries to roll out. He's got no one open there. He's just going to take a sack. It's the only time we actually get a sack in the game. It's Chase Young on the QB spy. Got a bit of pressure there earlier in the game from even later in the game. Jack Youngblood does a decent job of getting after him. And there you see the pressure from Jack Youngblood force him to throw an interception. Here I'm going to run a slip screen from a 2-back set. I don't really have the personnel to run a 2-back set at this point, which is why I'm not doing it that much. Generally, I'd like to be able to running formations of 11 personnel, 12 or 20 personnel, and 10 personnel. I think I misspoke there and said 12 personnel. It's 20 personnel is that 2-back set. I don't know why I said 12 personnel. I run 12 personnel a bit. It's more of a flavor formation rather than a base formation for me. There, it looked like his user was diving in to take the quarterback. And so I threw the bubble screen and his user got out there to make the tackle. Plus the receivers didn't do a great job of downfield blocking there for me. Here, 2nd and 12. Looks like I'm in smash. And I thought that corner was sitting down lower, but he got upfield really fast, faster than I thought he could. So 3rd and 12 now. I'm going to run mesh here, and I'm suspecting that he's in cover 1 man, which is why you see I'm going to drag Campbell there and put Larry on a whip route. Yeah, you get the rub with mesh, then I'm trying to create a initial rub there over on that side of the field too, but he's in cover 3, so that doesn't really impact the play. Just hit Campbell on the mesh route. And we're in 4th and short. I'm going to go for it here because I don't trust my defense's ability to stop him from scoring with no time left. Here I'm reading cover 2, he's bringing 5, so I'm going to check to Y shallow. If the Sam linebacker there follows Zach Ertz across the field, I'm going to hit Adrian Peterson out of the backfield in that vacated space, which is what happens. If he had just sat there, I would have hit Ertz and gotten the touchdown off of that. So it's kind of in a lose-lose situation. Here I'm just going to run inside zone. I'm not going to pass it at this point. I'm just going to keep running the ball and work the clock. If I score, I score. If I don't, I don't. I'll snap the ball, 2 seconds left, and I get into the end zone, and we have the lead again. Now he's got like 1:24 left, down 7. He has to drive down the field now and score. And his slip screens didn't work well at all for him. His linemen just didn't get out far wide enough to block, and then when they did, they didn't target the guy they should have. Here, he fits that into a really tight window on that corner route. Thought it might have gotten him broken up, but he was able to fit it in there almost right as the receiver went out of bounds, and he kept both of his feet in. He's driving down here and gets intentional grounding. Jack Youngblood gets pressure on him and he tries to throw the ball away while still in the pocket. Now 43 seconds left, 2nd and 22. Here I go, way too ultra conservative. I'm running dime set with the Tampa 2 look. I don't really have the personnel on my team to run dime. I don't have the speed at DB. And Tampa 2 is just way too conservative at this point in the game. I see there, I tried to play high to low and he's able to complete the route underneath, and my linebacker's just not fast enough to get there to make the tackle. Here we're in a cover 3 buzz look, and my, who is that? That's Trace Waynes. He just didn't, he got out leveraged there. He needs to be getting out wider faster. The running back was able to out leverage him to the flat, and he's going to go for it here on for the 2-point conversion. Try and put the game away with 23 seconds left. He's going to go under center and run his double slants. I really love that double slants. That's probably his favorite play in the game. He just runs it in with Lamar. Makes it 29-28. 23 seconds left now. Got to drive down the field and get into field goal range. Got 3 timeouts though, so I can afford to throw the ball in the middle field now with 20 seconds left. I'll run mesh. I'm going to throw the corner out to Andre Johnson there and go out of bounds. Got 16 seconds left now. And I'm going to go to empty. I'm assuming he's in cover 3 match. So I'm going to put my outside guys in curls. I'm assuming I'm going to have an opportunity to fit the ball into them. Then call a timeout here. He winds up doing something really stupid. He goes to a too high look. And I'm going to audible sick nod. I don't know why he did this, because he got burned really bad earlier in the game off of this. That was really one of the only 2 plays I ran off empty in this game. So I don't know why he wasn't ready for it and dropping back deep. He's playing way too far underneath there. He winds up giving up the game because of that. Here I make a bad coaching decision. I should have ran goal line there with 2 timeouts left still and 7 seconds, and either drained the clock down to 1 second and called a timeout, or just scored a touchdown. Here I'm leaving way too much time on the clock and giving him another opportunity to score. Now 31-29, 4 seconds left. I kick off. He returns it and loses 2 seconds. So now 2 seconds left. He has a chance for a Hail Mary here. And he tries to throw the wheel route as Lamar gets hit under pressure and it goes out of bounds. That's the ball game. I think I did a reasonably good job on offense. I made a few bad reads that I shouldn't have. I need to stop predetermining where I'm going with the football. On defense, you know, we played bend don't break. We didn't give up any really big gains other than that one run. Really the big problem was Lamar had so much time with running out of the pocket that receivers are able to get open. That's really what hurt us. Eventually I get a better pass rush and I'm going to be able to take away some of that. Then also just being able to contain and spy Lamar better. I probably should have been sending my spy sooner than I was. Really just not giving him so much time in the pocket. That's what I need to do on defense. Not giving him so much time when he scrambles out too. And make people throw the ball quick and hopefully force a mistake. Here, did pretty good on offense. 11.7 per play. 2 takeaways. Really is that return on special teams also really hurt us too. Which you can't really prepare for that or plan for that. Some of that stuff just happens. See Aaron Rodgers, 19 of 26, 331, 73% completion, 3 touchdowns and an interception. Adrian Peterson, 6 carries for 48 yards and a touchdown. And Andre Johnson, 6 for 132 and a touchdown. Peterson, 5 for 45 and a touchdown. Ertz, 4 for 119 and a touchdown. He was really explosive that game. Campbell, 3 for 37, 0 touchdowns. Larry, 1 for -2 yards. Larry, I couldn't really target him that much because he had an ability to corner over him the entire time in the slot. Then Larry's just also not fast. He's like 82 or 83 speed. He just doesn't have the opportunities to make plays with the ball. Which is why I didn't look his way that much. See on defense there, Ronnie Lott has a pick and Trace Waynes has an interception there. And it was Chase Young who had the sack. Kicking 1 for 1. Total offense 377. Give up 10 first downs, which is way too many. Third down conversion, 3 of 5 for 60%. Fourth down, 1 of 2, 50%. You really want to be over 50% on fourth downs. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the game. Peace.